What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for today, and we are extremely set up for the World Cup, which is pretty much exactly what we were looking to do last week and this weekend and such, and we have achieved that, and I'm going to continue to try to be as set up as possible for the World Cup and as prepared as possible for the World Cup. Again, this is important to understand because sometimes the opportunity is going to be right this second, so we need to take advantage of the opportunity right this second, and sometimes the opportunity is going to lie a couple days away or a week away, and that's pretty much what I talked about last week, guys, is that sometimes, for example, this happens all the time in football season. Whenever it's a Monday or Tuesday, a lot of times the opportunity is going to start Thursday night football or Friday games or Saturday games or Sunday games. So a lot of times we're going to have a slower week building up for the NFL and building up for college football and looking to get as set up as possible towards the weekend. And it's very similar here for the World Cup. World Cup is starting on Thursday, and there's going to be about 3 games every single day starting Thursday up until literally I'm pretty sure late July or something like that. Obviously, it's going to be less and less games as the tournament goes on. But again, we are extremely set up, right? We have this Qatar game. We have Qatar, Switzerland. We have USA, Paraguay. We have Mexico, South Africa, and then we have Switzerland on the other side. And I believe there is a South Korea game that we're not set up for yet, but there is not that many lines out for them. It's like all attackers. So there's just not that many lines up for them, which is fine. Maybe there will be in the next couple of days, and we will attack that then. But again, we are set up for all of these games here. We did catch this 4x right here, which is nice to see. This should have been an 8.5x if this trigger guy would have played. Have no idea why these guys don't play in esports, guys. It really is annoying because this guy got 13 kills, and I will show you actually how this game turned out, right? So we bet on these guys over here on the right side of the screen, right? We took Keen and we took him over, and then we took Trigger, who would have been right here in this place for Marvin, okay? So Marvin gets 4, Keen gets 7. In one game, Keen goes over. Now, this game was not that correlated, because the losing team, who actually bet the overs on, actually ended up getting 19 kills, and this team gets 26. But as I show you guys the next couple of games, you will see how League of Legends typically works, and that means that the winning team is going to get more kills and the losing team is going to get less kills. So if we look at game 2, the team that we bet the over on actually wins game 2. It was 8-4, okay? So normally, the winning team gets about 2 to 3x the amount of kills as the losing team. That's on average. Sometimes it's going to be 5x. Sometimes it's going to be just like a 1.5x or something, but typically it's about 2 to 3x. So you'll see the winning team 18 kills, the losing team 4 kills, guys. Very simple correlation here, and you'll see Keen gets 6 and Marvin gets 7. So in the 2 games that we bet on Trigger, Marvin takes his place. Again, I don't know whether Marvin's just the sub or whatever, but Marvin 4 and then he gets 7. So Marvin ended with 11. So again, his line was 6.5. His replacement gets 11 kills. So again, Trigger might have played better, might have played worse, but I hope you guys can kind of understand that if his replacement gets 11, and if he would have played this game, he probably would have at least gotten 8, 9, 10-ish kills, something like that, right? But again, he DMP'd. I don't know whether he was sick or something, but yeah, it's unfortunate. And then just showing you guys the third game, which we did not bet on because it was a best of 3. So we can only bet on the first 2 maps. If it's a best of 5, we can bet on the first 3 maps, okay? So for example, third game, 22-6. Okay, so again, going with the theory of 2 to 3 to 4x the amount of kills the winning team gets versus the losing team. The winning team here was actually this Fluxo team. They get way more kills than the losing team. And you'll see this team actually loses this time, and they only get 1 kill, 2 kills, 0 kills, and 1 kill because they lose the game, right? So that is how League of Legends works, guys. You will see here a very similar story with an entry like this. Very similar story with an entry like this when this guy actually, this was the play yesterday that we set up for him. And this guy on Qatar, we took him under. This was actually yesterday's video play right here. So I hope all you guys lock this one in because, again, you guys are now set up for the World Cup just like the VIP is. Here's another example of League of Legends going under. I think I went over this yesterday. Here's another example of League of Legends going under together. And then here's an example of League of Legends going over together, okay? So hopefully you guys understand it's not that complicated, right? We take players in League of Legends and we take them to go over together if we think they're going to win, because the more wins they have, the more kills they're going to have. If we think they're going to lose, we take them under together. The less kills or the less wins they have, the less kills they're going to have. Sometimes we're wrong about that. Sometimes we're going to take the overs and these guys are going to get slaughtered and lose, and they're going to go under together, and the entry is going to go red together, okay? And if it goes red together, that's a example of things going correlated, just went the opposite way, okay? Now, the last thing to go over, guys, actually, we did miss here on underdog, which is completely fine. And then right here on better, we actually do hit the better entry. And this was yesterday's play as well. So hopefully you guys watch yesterday's video because you have a setup for the World Cup happening in the next couple of days. And then we have a hit right here on better, okay? And I do want to talk about better a little bit in today's video, like I always want to talk about them. But guys, we took Kelsey Plum and we took her over 25.5 PRA. This was the discount. We took Sib to go under. He easily hits, only gets 40 kills. That is a super, super easy hit there. But the reason why I want to go over this is because Kelsey Plum, she ends up getting 29 PRA. And what do you know? What did I talk about yesterday? This is exactly what I talked about. Kelsey Plum, her line was 29.5. So the only reason why we hit this play right here is because her line was discounted down to 25.5. Her line was discounted down. Her normal line was 29.5. So if you would have took her normal line over, you would not have hit this entry. And again, I didn't recommend taking her normal line. The only reason why I took this line is because she was discounted. So the only way you hit Kelsey Plum over is if you took her discounted line on better, which is what I recommended. Now, on better, I just screenshotted this about 5 minutes ago. This is our past month on better. You'll see my month right here. Again, as I always say, guys, with anything, with discounts, with anything, there's going to be ups and downs. And as you're going to see the past month in better, we've taken like 50 entries. What do I always say about better? There's about 2 to 3 discounts a day. So again, I've taken about 50 to 55 entries, okay? Some of this time, early May, I believe early May, I was coming back from Japan, and I might have skipped a couple of days on better, guys. But you're going to see that there's ups and downs, of course, guys. This is sports betting, all right? This is not bond investing. This is not investing in treasury bills. There's ups and downs in all of sports betting. I don't care whether you're betting on the most consistent thing ever. There's going to be ups and downs in the game. And you're going to see, what do you know? We're up 25 units on better so far this month. You put $10 on every single better entry, which is the maximum you can play on these discounts. That is $250 that you should be up so far this month on better, okay? Now, with $250, you can pay for a whole year of the VIP if you want to, or so far towards the end of 2026. If you want access to that, text me. My number is down below in the description. But again, you should be up $250 on better this month, taking all the better entries, okay? What do I always tell you guys? You can go up $200 to $300 like clockwork on better. It is not difficult. You come on every day. You take the discounts like I tell you guys to do. You can take my entries if you want to. You can take your own entries. It takes about 2 minutes a day. I'm telling you guys, I am the one sending these entries out to you guys, and it still only takes me about 5 minutes a day. And that's with me taking the better entries. That's with me screenshotting the better entries, and with me sending you guys links to Winnable. It still takes me about 4 to 5 minutes a day. So I know for a fact if you did this yourself, it would take you less time than that. And if you took my entries that I send you on Winnable, the VIP gets them, it would take you less than a minute every day to do so. It would take you probably 20 seconds because you're literally clicking a link on your phone, you're tailing the entry, you're clicking the other link on your phone, you're tailing the entry. It takes literally 15 seconds and you can make $250 a month using better. Guys, I used to work a 9-to-5 job, and our bonus at the end of the year, our Christmas bonus, would be $800, okay? And everyone would get excited about it. Guys, $800 still $800. You should be getting excited about that. It's cool. It was free money that we got at the end of the year. Free money, quote unquote. I mean, we worked hard for it. But you can make, if you do 250 times 12, I don't know the math on the top of my head, but do that math. It's going to be somewhere in the realm of $2,000 to $3,000. By the end of the year, you'd be up $2,000 to $3,000 on better alone. What I recommend you do is you put that money into other apps, or just pocket the money and pay for groceries every year or every month. Or, at the end of the year, you can buy people Christmas gifts or something with this better discount. I'm sure all of you guys will understand that an extra $250 by clicking links on your phone, literally sports betting that we all do, and we know it's fun to sports bet, is going to be something that we're all going to want, right? An extra $250 literally clicking links on your phone. This is why I'm so into better, because it's the most beginner-friendly strategy ever. You go on, every day, take the entries that are discounted. For example, today, if you look to better right now, there is a UFC discount. This guy literally needs 0.5 significant strikes. Okay, this is happening on Sunday night. 0.5 significant strikes. He needs to go up and punch a guy one time and he will cash this entry. Asia Wilson, one of the best players in the WNBA, she is discounted. And then obviously Karl-Anthony Towns discounted tonight as well, okay? So some of the best players, obviously Pereira, very, very good in the UFC as well. Literally 3 of some of the best players in their own leagues, all discounted today on better. Now, Karl-Anthony Towns, he is discounted for his points and rebounds tonight. So we are going to take him over just like we do with Kelsey Plum. And we're going to take this guy, I think his name's Kill kill Yua or something like that, and we're going to take him under 14.5 map kills in maps 1 through 2, okay? Now, with BETR, guys, you get a free $10 for just signing up. You literally put your name in, your email in, you get a free $10. And then on top of that, if you do want to deposit, to get the free month of the VIP, you're going to have to deposit $5 or more, but you can actually deposit up to $200 and get matched that $200. It's the best first deposit match in the industry, and again, they have all these promos, and I would recommend that you deposit at least, I don't know, like $50, so you'll get matched on your 50, and then with that, you'll have $110 because you'll get that free $10 as well. Just put $10 on every single entry I send out, every single discount I send out, and you're well on your way to making $250, $300 a month betting on BETR. There is nowhere else in the world that you can invest $50 of your own money, and then you can make $300 a month doing that, guys. Some people buy rental properties out there in the world where they have to manage it. They have to manage tenants. They have to manage if the water goes out, if the heater goes out, if the AC goes out, they have to pay for all these repair costs, and people will literally buy rental properties, rental houses to make $300 a month, okay? And I'm showing you guys a method to make $300 a month by clicking a link on your phone every single day, okay? It is so simple. If you can take a minute of your day every day scrolling through TikTok or Instagram Reels, you can do this and you can make $300 a month just using this discount, just using this promos that I tell you guys about, okay? Now in June, you'll see this was literally yesterday or 2 days ago, June 6th. I did a withdrawal on BETR, and this was the money that I made, okay? So again, I made about $200, $300. I had about $600, $700 in my BETR account. Normally, once that gets there, I try to taper it back down to about $300 just so I can take the discounts every day. And then on top of that, I'm taking off the top. I just earned $350 from doing absolutely nothing, all right? Easy stuff, super simple stuff, all right? Just take my entries every day. Hopefully you guys did cash that on BETR yesterday. Guys, if you want extra methods to get into the VIP, you can get into the VIP with literally $1 today with NOVIG, code DETECTIVE, all caps. $1 purchase on NOVIG, you'll see it right here. You'll get into the VIP for a free month. You can use this. You can use friends, family members, whatever it is on NOVIG can also get signed up for this, and I'll give you or your friend's family member a free month. And then you also can use Kalshi, and this is a huge June promo that I'm doing for Kalshi. 2 months free of the VIP for signing up for Kalshi. This is going to be a $10 deposit on Kalshi. They'll match your $10, and then you just have to take a trade of anything, a $1 trade. So if you want to put it on the Spurs, if you want to put it on the Knicks, be my guest. I don't care. But use code DETECTIVE on Kalshi. I will also have that link down below, and you can just text me to get that link right here, all right? So Kalshi. BETR is a free $300 a month that you can use, and then NOVIG is also a thing that you can get in the VIP free for. NOVIG we've been crushing as well. I've shown this. I've also shown my tennis model that has been crushing it as well, and you guys will get that in the VIP, of course. All right, so let's get into today's play. What do you know, right? I talked about League of Legends for the first 3 minutes of today's video. What are we going to take again? We're going to take another League of Legends correlated entry, guys. Hopefully you guys understand by now it's not rocket science. We do very similar stuff every single day. We've been doing this stuff for the past 2 years. We've gone up 1,000 units doing this for the past 2 years because we're so consistent and we have a winning strategy over a long period of time. Day to day, who knows what's going to happen? We might go down, we might go up. Doesn't really matter, but I know that we have a winning strategy because of these things and how correlated they are, okay? It's the same thing that happens in the football season whenever we have college and NFL. More people watch the videos because more people are interested in college football and NFL and how the games are going to go. But I'm telling you guys, League of Legends just as correlated, if not more correlated, and we do the same stuff every day, okay? Now, we're taking 2 players on this team. They're this team right here in these white jerseys. I'm taking Bao to go over, and I'm taking Peach to go over, okay? Bao over 6.5, Peach over 4.5, okay? Now, if we look at Pick Finder, and I look at Peach, and I look at Bao, these 2 players right here, you will see this is actually a new feature on Pick Finder, okay? I have a code that if you guys want to get I think it's like 10 to 20% off on Pick Finder. I don't get that much kickback from it, so I don't really talk about it that much. I would rather you guys, just being completely transparent, I would rather you guys sign up for Sleeper, Kalshi, BETR, all these other apps I talk about because I just get much more of a kickback from it. And you guys will obviously, it's a win-win because you can make money with the apps and you'll get into the VIP. So it's a win-win for everyone. But on Pick Finder, I'm telling you guys right now, this is one of the best apps to use as your research. They just added this, okay? And oftentimes I go into Bovada and I tell you guys, okay, I think this game's going to go 1-1. I think this game's going to go 0-2. I think this game's going to go 2-0. If you guys have watched these videos the past couple of weeks or the past years, you guys will understand I do this every day. with Pick Finder right now, they just added this feature where you guys can literally see what are the chances that these guys win at least one map. Okay, it is a 58% chance that they win one map. What's the chance that they win both maps? 13% chance, so pretty low. What's the chance they lose both maps? It is 42% right now, okay? So this is going off of, I believe they have an API that calls to ThunderPick, which is a sports betting app, okay? So they set lines. So these apps know what they're doing, setting lines for these games and these tournaments, okay? I'm an expert in League of Legends, but a lot of times I don't know what's the exact percent chance that these teams are going to win versus lose versus what's the percent chance they're going to win one or lose both or whatever it is. But you'll see this is literally giving a 58% chance that they at least win one map. What does that mean? There's a 58% chance that the score is going to be 1-1 after 2 maps. What do you know? We're betting on 2 maps right here, okay, guys? So there's a 58% chance, so a likelihood, a higher likelihood than not, that they win at least one map. Now, there's a 13% chance that they go 2-0, which is unlikely, and then there's a 42% chance that they go 0-2, okay? So out of these situations, this situation would be the worst situation where they lose both maps. We do not want this to happen. Why do we not want this to happen? Because we're betting on the overs, okay? When I want teams to go over, I want them to win, right? Going back to our thing here, our demonstration here, when they win, they get about 2 to 3x the amount of kills. So we want this team to win, obviously. Now, if we look at Peach and we look at all of the games where he has won at least one map, so he goes 1-1, you'll see a lot of times he's going over. If we look at the games where he has lost both of his maps, so he's gone and got swept, he's gotten 0-2'd, you'll see that a lot of times he's going under, okay? If we look at Bao, same story. Let's go ahead and go to any. Let's go at the games where he's won one map. Here's what it looks like. He normally goes over when he wins one map. When he loses both maps, he normally goes under. Why? Because losing means he's going to go under. Winning means he's going to go over. If you look at the games where he's won both maps, again, this is a 13% chance, so it's pretty low. But when he's won both maps, he has never gone under this line, and he crushes this line a lot of times. A lot of times he's getting 14, 15 kills, okay? If we go back to the games that he's won one map, you're going to see how it works out, right? In this game, for example, he loses the game, he gets 1 kill. He wins the game, he gets 9 kills. Okay, so when you lose, you're going to get 1, 2 kills. When you win, you're going to get 6, 7, 8 kills. Okay, same thing over here. Loses the game. Okay, this actually is a bad example. So it's a bad example. I'll throw my hands up. Okay, win 9 kills, lose 1 kill. Okay, win 8 kills, lose 1 kill. Okay, lose 1 kill, win 6 kills. Win 9 kills, lose 3 kills, okay? Hopefully you guys are understanding what I'm talking about here, right? Now, with this being said, this is true with all of his team. By the way, we're taking Peach over and we're taking Bao over, okay? Just as I have right here. But there's also guys on his team named Cody, and there's a guy on his team named Curdy, okay? It's the same with these guys. When they win both their maps, they're going over. When they lose their maps, they're going under. When they win one map, a lot of times they're going over under. As you're going to see with Curdy, it's not as strong. So that's why I'm not taking Curdy over, because there is a chance that he goes under. With Cody, it's honestly very, very strong. When he wins one map, he's gone over pretty much every single time. When he's lost both maps, he goes under every time. When he wins both maps, he's going over every single time except this time. So there's a very real likelihood where actually if you don't want to take Peach, you can just go ahead and sub in Cody, okay? And Cody is at 5.5. This is another A+ entry right here. The reason why I took Peach is because with Peach, we get a 5.5x. With Cody, we get a 5.25x. So personally, I would rather have the 5.5 than the 5.2. If you're okay getting a 5.2x, then go ahead and take Cody, because Cody is also a really, really solid pick right here. As you're going to see, when he loses, way under. When he wins one map at least, way over, okay? Simple stuff, guys. It's just like in football. If we take Mahomes and Travis Kelce and we take them over together, if they have a good game, they're both going over. If they have a bad game, they're both going under, okay? It's the same thing in League of Legends, okay? So Mike Trout is the last pick, guys. I don't want to go over this too much. I have talked quite a lot. It's the same stuff I talk about every day, so I'm sure you guys, that watch these videos every day are kind of getting a little bit maybe annoyed, but again, it is a simple strategy that we execute on every day. Mike Trout. Amazing play here. His line is at 5. The main reason I like this play, guys, is you'll see consistently his line is being set at 5.5, right? So 5.5, 5.5, 5, 5.5, 5.5. So his line is consistently at 5.5 or 5, but most of the time it's at 5.5. Right now we're getting it at 5. The other reason why I like this is if you look at head-to-head against the Astros, he has gone over this pretty much every single game that he has played against the Astros in the past 2 years, okay? Every single game against the Astros, he has gone over against them. So again, he just had a little bad stretch here against the Dodgers. Dodgers, obviously a really good team, really good pitching core. So against the Dodgers doesn't really worry me too much. Now he is going to be playing in a different stadium, in a different city against Houston now, okay? So I like this because, again, his line is normally going to be in the 5.5 to 6 range. I think 5 is way too low for him. You're going to see these differences matter, okay? There's a lot of times where he's getting 6 or 5, right? So we want to take him right at 5. If he bumps to 5.5, it's not as good because there's a high likelihood that he gets 5 or 6, okay? So these 0.5 differences matter a lot. Mike Trout over 5 hitters fantasy score, absolute beautiful play right there. Beautiful play right here as well. Hope you guys understand how this is correlated together. If this team gets a win, both of these guys are on the same team, so both of these guys obviously get the win together. So if they get the win together, they're both going to go either over together. If they lose the game, they're going to both go under together, okay? So because they're playing in the same game and they're on the same team, when they win, it's like a rising tide raises all boats, guys. When they win, they're going to all raise together. When they lose, they're all going to lower together, okay? Super simple stuff. Get into the VIP. You will make money over a long period of time. I don't know what's going to happen today. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We're very set up going into Thursday, Friday, Saturday already. Could be a very big week for us. And hopefully you guys were in the VIP this last week because I told you guys we're going to set up for the World Cup. So at this moment in time, we're extremely set up for it. That's exactly what we were aiming for. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.